Today we're going to talk about how I ruined my skin and now I have acne. I would love for other people to learn from my mistakes. So if you are new here, hello. My name is Emily, this is Sarah, and we have another channel called Keto Twins, although you are not watching that right now. You're watching our second channel, Emily and Sarah.
Some people like Sarah and Emily,
right?
I guess, so.
Well, we can't change it. It's Emily and Sarah. On this channel, we're going to talk about other things other than keto and other than weight loss. It's just going to be about things that impact us, our lives. So if you guys want to follow us, we would love that. Please subscribe to grow this community.
And let us know if you have any topics that you would like us to cover.
So I was very fortunate to have clear skin growing up. I never experienced acne in my life. I know so many people who were deeply impacted by acne when they were teenagers. My husband was one of them. He said that it really made him self-conscious. And I guess I was just lucky. Sarah and I never really paid attention much to skincare. We had a couple products that we used from time to time, but we just never dealt with acne. And there were things happening in our lives last year, you probably know if you've watched any of the videos on this channel, that would make someone be stressed out. We did gain weight over the past year and a half, and I do believe that maybe my acne started because I was under a lot of stress because of what we were going through with my dad's health and everything with that, but I do believe I ruined my own skin. So we are approaching 40, and because we never had to deal with acne or pimples in our lives, we really didn't know how to fix it or even treat it.
Prevent it.
Yeah. So when I started breaking out in the fall of 2023, I freaked out. Sarah and I went to a YouTuber convention called Vid Summit where we go and we try to learn about YouTube, try to make better content for you guys, meet other YouTubers. And that was the first time where I noticed that I had two really large pimples in my face, which is really rare for me. I usually get like a pimple here or there once every couple of months, but these two extremely large zits were on my face and I had to go and meet other people during this time. So it made me very self-conscious.
She didn't want to leave the room.
Right. I was like, does that look okay?
No.
There's only so much a bang can cover up, you know? So I had two pimples during this time and I was already deeply upset. I was afraid I might get a third. And you know, Sarah and I, we grew up overweight, obese, technically morbidly obese. And so I weighed 100 pounds heavier and I was starting to get those vibes again. That I was starting to feel extremely self-conscious all the time. And now it wasn't my weight that was the problem, it was my face. And it's a whole new level of feeling exposed because, you know, you try to put makeup on it and it doesn't look better. And when I was overweight, I almost felt like I could hide it better, even though I couldn't.
Yeah.
I guess I was so used to being also that weight and being 100 pounds heavier that it was my normal life. I didn't know any different. And so after Sarah and I lost weight, I felt like a newfound freedom that I wasn't walking around constantly feeling self-conscious, especially going to a convention where you're meeting people, some of which, they're not famous, but there are like
YouTube famous.
Yeah, they're YouTube famous. So you're meeting people that you kind of admire and I feel self-conscious again. And so on the way back, I started researching things I should buy on Amazon to help my skin because I was afraid of developing one more pimple because 3 pimples would have just sent me over the edge, right? I was talking about these 2 pimples so much that when we got back from Dallas, where this convention was, I was driving my dad to the hospital for his treatments and I was talking about these zits constantly to the point where the next day I would say, Dad, he'd go, I know. You have a pimple. And I would feel terrible because he had cancer and here I was being like, look at my face. He's like, yeah, it's okay. I'm like, I feel terrible. He's like, yeah, I get it. And so I went online and I started buying every product known to man, anything that said acne in the title, anything that said pimple, in the title. I was watching TikToks. I was watching beauty gurus.
She was a woman obsessed.
I know. I was reading papers about it and all kinds of things. And I built an arsenal of products that I had no idea what they actually were. All I knew was that it said that it was for acne and I needed that. And I started using them religiously. Twice a day. All of them at the same time. In the morning I'd get up, I would wash my face with a cleanser that had salicylic acid in it and all these other acids in it. And then I would put on a acne moisturizer that had more acids in it, more active ingredients. And then I would film and I would come home, I would take my makeup off, and I would put more acids on my face.
Spot
treatments, different exfoliating acids, coming from someone who has never done any of this before. And after about a month, I couldn't even put water on my face because it was burning. And in the beginning, I thought, it's working. I can feel that. It's painful. It's got to be doing something, right? No. So there became a point about a month into my skincare journey that I could no longer put water on my face without it feeling like my face was melting. And I thought, this doesn't feel right. And so I stopped. But the damage was already done because I ruined my skin barrier. So the 2 pimples had gone away, and now I have destroyed my skin. So my skin barrier felt really like raw to the touch, and I would put water on it and it would burn. And it was just red and inflamed, and it's like I melted off my skin. Like you have an ecosystem going on your face. And I did a little research, and I want to explain to you what the skin barrier is. The skin barrier, also known as the stratum corneum, is the outermost layer of the skin, playing a crucial role in maintaining overall skin health. It acts as a protective shield, preventing harmful substances, bacteria, and pollutants from entering the skin, while also retaining moisture to keep the skin hydrated and supple. Composed of primarily lipids and dead skin cells, this barrier is essential for regulating water loss and protecting against environmental damage. When the skin barrier is compromised or damaged, it can lead to a host of skin issues, including increased sensitivity, redness, dryness, and irritation. This disruption allows for greater penetration of irritants and allergens, which exacerbate conditions like acne. So that's what I did. I stripped away my whole face. I just let it be open to the world.
So instead of having 2 pimples,
now I had hundreds. So yeah, basically, I remember I was in the mirror looking, and I thought, what are all those bumps on my skin? Hundreds of bumps here and here. And I said, what the hell is that? And it turns out that because I took away my protective barrier, a lot of stuff got in there. And when you strip away the oils from your skin's like, I need to produce more oil. And your pores get clogged. And so now I had hundreds and hundreds of pores that were clogged on my face. Never experienced that before. I took 2 pimples and I turned it to hundreds.
You multiplied it.
Right. And what goes in must eventually come out. And so they did. Every couple days, I would get a new pimple. And one at a time, it's like, whatever. It's painful, sure, but it's one at a time. But that pimple would leave a mark for months. I'm still dealing with it now. My point is if you are using a lot of active ingredients and products, please be careful. Not only that, a lot of these companies are making formulations that have the same chemicals in them, the same active ingredients in them. So you might be putting on a cleanser that has salicylic acid, followed by a moisturizer that has salicylic acid, and then a spot treatment that has salicylic acid. And now you're using salicylic acid 4 times a day when you're only supposed to be using it once every couple days. And so we're ruining our skin by putting more on our skin. So yeah, now I'm dealing with extreme hyperpigmentation. There is no active acne on my skin, but it is kind of like Beetlejuice. I'm afraid to say that because I feel like another pimple is going to pop up and then I'm going to have to deal with that spot for the next year. And that's the other thing that I think that people don't realize is that people who have acne on their face, they are desperate to do anything to remove it, right? They will use microneedling on their face. They'll put anything, buy anything. And nothing happens overnight. Nothing with acne happens overnight. Nothing with hyperpigmentation will happen overnight. You have to be patient, and that's the hardest thing. It's kind of like weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're looking ahead and you're going, I only lost 1 pound this week. If you do that for a year, you lose 50 pounds. But in the day-to-day, you're just hoping to see some kind of change. And acne is very similar to a weight loss journey in that it's not going to happen overnight. You have to change your routine. You have to be in it for the long haul. And I remember there was a point where I was just thinking, if I could just not have any acne, I would be happy. But now I have a bunch of spots on my face that is very difficult to cover with makeup, especially when you're not used to wearing a lot of makeup, where it starts to look worse the more makeup you put on. So I feel sorry for our editors, because we have editors that help us edit on our channel, and I'm screaming at them going, stop zooming in my face. And I know that a lot of you guys are going to be like, I didn't notice. And that's very kind of you.
But there's
to say.
some of them that did say
Yes,
something.
but there are people that have noticed it. And it's like, yeah,
I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. This is not something that I'm like, that? I barely noticed it. I think about it all the time. There are things that you can do to help acne, but like I said, it's going to take a while, but I can tell you guys what I have been doing. So first of all, acne does have to do with stress. So try to meditate or something. Try to relax, right?
Like your husband says.
Right.
Relax.
That never
Works, but yeah.
That like triggers me to a deep level.
Opposite reaction.
Right. And so I am trying to take it easy in that regard. Try to stop the spiraling. Working on your gut health. Sarah and I do take seed. It's a probiotic, prebiotic. We've been taking it for many months. I'm hoping it helps. I feel like I'm seeing improvements. Also, we do take AG1 every day, which is a blend of vitamins and stress adaptogens and all types of things. And I do take zinc. It's like I think it's Mary Ruth Organics. It's like a zinc supplement, which can help with inflammation and acne. Colostrum. We take colostrum now. I've been taking that religiously every day for a month or so. And so those are the internal things I'm doing. You know, we always follow a low carb / keto diet. And honestly, Sarah and I used to have psoriasis. I would have psoriasis on my face. That was probably the only skin issue that I grew up dealing with. And it's like the dirtier I ate and the worse I ate, the more carbs I ate, the psoriasis would grow. It was kind of like The Walking Dead, where I just would, like my skin would just slough off. It wasn't painful, but it was red, patchy. It's like your skin, it's like an autoimmune type of thing. So I don't deal with that anymore. Yay! Eating keto has solved skin issues for us in the past, but we've been eating that way for 5 years. So those are the internal things that I'm doing. Externally, there's only a couple of products that I'm using now, which are azelaic acid, which helps with inflammation and dark spots, and a very gentle cleanser. It's like La Roche-Posay or something like that. Very gentle. Yeah, I'll be linking all this stuff in the description, but I've stopped using any kind of like red light stuff on my face. I've stopped using
You want to talk about why that?
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about red light.
So I love red light therapy. And I have a red light therapy mask. I have the higher dose red light therapy mask. It can help with anti-aging. I also have a full body one of these that my husband bought me for Christmas. It's amazing. It makes you feel amazing. But, this is a big but, light can make some people's hyperpigmentation worse. And this is usually people with darker skin. And I did not know any of this, right? And so there have been so many things that I've tried where I didn't know that I was wrong, including using red light on my face and using blue light on my face. I heard that blue light is great for acne. So I got one of the bulbs and I was like this all day.
Well, because you were dealing with not active acne at that point. You're trying to...
Well, I had
trying to prevent acne, but also you had scars.
Right. But I had active acne at that point.
Right. But you're also... but the red light was affecting your scars.
Right.
And turning them darker.
Right.
Like a tan.
But for white people, that doesn't happen.
Right.
It's only darker people. A lot of the studies with these red light masks and everything, it's on white people. We're not white. I don't know if you don't know this, but like we're half Asian and we're half white. And so I was reading all these things about red light on white skin. And it wasn't until like a darker skinned dermatologist was like, hey, if you are darker skinned, you have to be careful about blue light and red light. And I went, I've been using it twice a day every day. And so this is the other thing. I know that you're desperate for answers if you have acne and willing to try anything, but you have to be careful because these things might not apply to you. And you know, once my hyperpigmentation is under control and I can fade a lot of the spots, I will be going back to using red light therapy because I love it. I do feel like it helps like make your skin better and everything like that. But if you're darker skinned, you cannot use it. in the same way. So for now, I have to forego my red light therapy. I could use the body one on my body, but... And you know, back in the day, a lot of people used to ask me for my advice and the things that I use. So now we're going to go to Sarah, who doesn't suffer from acne right now.
You're making me feel bad. And I feel like you're going to jinx me or something. But yeah, I was just letting Emily tell her story. I've had pretty stable skin. Or some wood that I can knock on.
Here.
For right now, knock knock. But the things that I use on a daily basis are sunscreen because my foundation has it built in. I use Bare Minerals. I've been using it for 20 years. I don't even know. More than that. Since we were 16.
Since we bought it off of QVC.
Yeah, exactly. The sample pack. So I use that every day. And I really like these Dennis Gross Extra Strength Daily Peels. They sell them at Sephora or on Amazon. We'll link them below. But this is also another product I've probably been using since I was 20 years old. And that's like one of the main things I've been rebuying. It's my holy grail, if you will, product. It does have acid in it. And there are different levels. Like if you have sensitive skin, they have a sensitive skin option. I use this every couple of days. It's a 2-step process. So pretty much you wipe the first pad all over your face until it's kind of dry. You wait a couple minutes and then you go in with the second pad, and that's the neutralizer for the acid, which is really important. Don't skip that step like I think Emily did.
Yeah, I did that. I used only step 1, and then I just left it like that, and then I would use more acid on top of that.
Yeah, acids are not compoundable, okay?
Right, you need to neutralize it.
Right. So that's the second one. The second one has the anti-aging neutralizer on it. This is a product that I feel just leaves my skin really nice and even, and I don't want to, I'm not bragging or anything, but I just love using it.
I love it too. I will love to start using that again.
Yeah.
Because I've used that for many years before my skin nightmare. So.
And the reviews are really good on this too. If you want to read the reviews on Sephora or whatever, people love this thing. They stopped selling it. I'm going to buy it on eBay or something. Another thing is, like we talked earlier, the red light mask. This is by Higher Dose. This is one of the products that we use every day. I like it because it has a rechargeable thingy. So you can walk around, do dishes with it. You kind of look like, I don't know.
Hollow Man.
Hollow, who's that? I don't know.
You ever seen Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon?
No. Maybe like the man with the iron mask and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense.
Yeah, so you can use it for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. It has a timer. And yeah, I love this thing. And I continue to use it daily. So those are just a couple products that I use every day. I'm the type of person who is nervous to try new things. Because I don't want to upset. If it's already going well, I don't want to upset anything. So I tend to just leave it alone. But if, I do have acne, then I'll ask you what I should buy.
What I shouldn't do. You should ask me what you shouldn't do. I feel
Do
like...
I talk about Botox? Or just letting you guys know, we've never had any Botox or fillers. Either. I'm scared of
Obviously.
needles. But is it obvious? No. I mean, we don't really have wrinkles. We're almost 40. I don't have any wrinkles yet.
Apparently, acne makes it so that you don't get wrinkles.
Really?
That's what people say. But I don't know if it's self-induced acne that is that. But it's about, like, keeping your skin producing oils and stuff like that. And that leads to you supposedly looking younger. Although I will say that I feel that I'm not against Botox or anything like that, but I just don't want to.
I don't want to pay for it.
It's not only pay for it. At some point, I might look in the mirror and go, oh.
Yeah, I'm not against it either. I just haven't been motivated to try it, nor fillers. So
plus, we don't really move our foreheads. I don't know if you guys have noticed,
but
like
RBF.
Yeah,
the resting
RBF
face,
resting biatch face. It's not even something that I'm trying to do. It's just that I'm not very animated. Are you? Yeah, like what? Yeah.
Shock and awe.
Sarah and I do the mouth agape.
Yeah.
Like when I'm shocked by something, I'm just like...
Yeah, she is, really.
Anyway, so yeah, regards to other like beauty type of procedures and stuff, we haven't really done any of them.
But not saying we won't.
Right. I'm open to it. Yeah. It's just at this point I have other...
fish to fry.
Yeah. AKA hyperpigmentation. So I have about 20... dark marks on each side of my face right now. And I have purchased a bunch of different devices to try to get rid of them. So I have a micro needling device. I have this thing called the Juve's Blacken device, which is an at-home pulsed light therapy thing that's supposed to break up the pigment. That was kind of scary the first time I used it. I just started using it, so I'll let you guys know how that one goes. If you guys have any advice for me, please be kind. Let me know in the comments below.
She's
I think
sensitive.
one of the things that bugs me the most is when people give me advice. Unwarranted. You should wash your face. I'm sorry. Do you think
that before?
That's oh my gosh, that is so smart. I should do that. I've never washed my face.
Emily's
in my
literally
life. Now I
washing
have
her face
acne.
off every day.
I'm in the mirror like. Anyway, so if you guys have any nice advice for me, let me know. And yeah, if you guys have any other topics you would like us to discuss on this second channel, please let us know. Please subscribe because, you know, we do have like 200,000 subscribers on Keto Twins, but we only have 22,000 on this channel. I know we are new to uploading on this channel, but we would love to make a weekly discussion video. If you guys have like questions for us or whatever, we would love to answer it on this channel.
And YouTube thinks that you would like this video next, so why don't you click on it and find out.
That's the pod.
Yeah.
That is the episode of the podcast.
That's the episode of the pod. Yeah. No, we're Emily and Sarah and
Yeah.
what's it?
Signing out.
Oh. So I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily, and we are signing out.
That was weird. Signing out.
Yeah,
I guess
okay.
we are signing out. Go ahead, you start.
Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah, and we're signing out. What? Why does that sound weird?
I don't know.
Wait, signing out.